A man once saw a simple cleaner sitting near the door of a mosque. His clothes were dusty, his hands were rough, his face looked tired. People walked past him as if he was nothing. But that night, the same man saw him in a dream. The angels were calling his name with honor. When he woke up, his heart trembled. He ran back to the mosque and searched for him, but the cleaner was gone. Then he understood. Allah had placed a hidden jewel in front of everyone, but only the heavens knew his value. This is the secret of a true wali. He may not look powerful, he may not sound impressive, he may not have followers, wealth, or a famous name. He may look like an ordinary person walking through an ordinary day, but his heart may be closer to Allah than people who look religious on the outside. So be careful. The one you ignore may be beloved to Allah. The one you judge may be carrying a secret rank. And the one the world calls ordinary may already be known in the heavens. Allah hides his beloved in the clothes of ordinary people. Sometimes the servant most loved by Allah does not appear in a way that attracts attention. He may not have a famous name. He may not have a large following. He may not sit in front of crowds. He may not speak with a voice that makes people tremble. He may simply walk among people like everyone else, buying food, greeting neighbors, earning a living, caring for family, and carrying his private worries in silence. But this is the secret. Allah does not always place his beloved servants on a stage. Sometimes he hides them inside ordinary life. He covers their rank with simplicity, so their sincerity remains safe. Because fame can become a test, praise can become a poison, attention can disturb the heart. When too many eyes look at a person, the ego begins to whisper, "You are special." But the true wali does not want to be special in the eyes of people. He wants to be accepted in the sight of Allah. This is why Allah may hide him. Allah may place him in simple clothes, simple work, simple speech, and a simple home. People pass by him without knowing that this heart may be alive with remembrance. They may ignore him, but Allah knows him. They may underestimate him, but the angels may know his tears. They may call him ordinary, but his patience may be extraordinary. He may be the one who forgives when he could take revenge. He may be the one who gives when he has little. He may be the one who prays for others while his own heart is wounded. He may be the one who smiles gently while carrying a test no one sees. So never measure a person only by appearance. Do not think closeness to Allah must always look powerful, famous, or impressive. The friend of Allah may be hidden behind a tired face, behind quiet manners, behind simple clothing, behind a life that looks normal from the outside. And this teaches you something very important. Respect every soul. Walk gently among people. The one you ignore may be beloved to Allah. The one you judge may have cried to Allah last night. The one you think is simple may be carrying a secret rank in the unseen. Allah hides his beloved in ordinary clothes because he wants the world to look deeper than the surface, and he wants his servant to love him without needing the world to notice. He does not look special because he has killed the need to be seen. One of the greatest signs of a true wali is that he no longer lives to be noticed. Most people spend their lives hoping someone will recognize them. They want their efforts to be praised. They want their sacrifices to be seen. They want people to say, "What a good person." But the friend of Allah slowly leaves this desire behind. Not because appreciation is always wrong, but because his heart has found something far greater. He has discovered the sweetness of being seen by Allah alone. When that happens, the need for human approval begins to disappear. He no longer dresses to impress people. He no longer speaks just to sound wise. He no longer performs acts of worship so others will admire his devotion. Instead, everything becomes quieter, more sincere, more honest. His heart asks only one question: is Allah pleased with me? If the answer to that question is yes, then the opinions of people become much smaller. This freedom is one of the greatest gifts Allah gives his beloved servants. Imagine living without constantly worrying about what people think. Imagine doing good, even if no one ever thanks you. Imagine remaining patient, even when nobody understands your struggle. This is not weakness, it is spiritual strength. The Wali does not become invisible because he has nothing to offer. He becomes invisible because he no longer needs the world to confirm his worth. His value comes from Allah. That is why criticism does not easily destroy him. Praise does not easily intoxicate him. Success does not fill him with pride. Failure does not make him lose hope. His heart remains balanced because it is attached to the one who never changes. The more he knows Allah, the less he needs people to tell him who he is. So if you find yourself constantly seeking attention, do not become discouraged. Instead, ask Allah to purify your intention. Ask Him to make your greatest joy the knowledge that He sees every hidden prayer, every quiet sacrifice, and every sincere act that no human being will ever know. Because the moment you stop chasing the eyes of people, your heart begins to walk toward the pleasure of Allah. His greatest deeds are buried where only Allah can see them. The most valuable deeds are often the ones that nobody knows about. A true wali understands this secret. He knows that what is hidden for Allah is often more precious than what is displayed before people. That is why many of his greatest acts of worship remain buried in silence. He may wake long before dawn while the whole world is asleep. No camera records his prayer. No audience listens to his tears. No one knows how long he stands before his Lord asking for forgiveness. Yet those hidden moments may be the reason Allah raises his rank. He may quietly help a poor family without leaving his name. He may forgive someone who deeply hurt him without ever mentioning it again. He may make dua every day for people who have forgotten him. He may feed someone while pretending it was nothing important. These deeds are not done to build a reputation. They are done because his heart loves Allah more than it loves recognition. The ego always wants witnesses. It wants someone to say, "You did well." But sincerity grows best where there are no human eyes. When only Allah knows what you have done, your intention becomes purer, your heart becomes lighter, your worship becomes more beautiful. This is why the friends of Allah guard their hidden deeds like a precious treasure. They fear that showing everything may invite pride into the heart. They would rather lose the praise of people than lose the sincerity that Allah loves. This should make every believer think, do you have a deed that only Allah knows? A prayer that no one has witnessed? A charity that carries no name? A tear that nobody has seen? These hidden acts become light on the day of judgment. They become evidence of a relationship that existed only between you and your Lord. Never believe that a deed is small simply because no one noticed it. The heavens notice what the earth ignores. The angels record what people forget, and Allah never overlooks a sincere act, performed only for His sake. Sometimes the greatest reason a servant becomes beloved to Allah is not what people saw him do. It is what he quietly kept between himself and his Lord. His heart is soft because Allah broke his ego in secret. A true wali is not soft because life was easy for him. He is soft because Allah allowed life to break the hard parts inside him. Many people think softness is weakness, but in the path of Allah, softness is often the sign of a heart that has survived deep tests and still refused to become cruel. The wali may have been hurt by people. He may have been misunderstood. He may have been ignored when he needed support. He may have carried pain that no one noticed. But instead of letting that pain turn him bitter, he took it back to Allah. And slowly, Allah used that pain to remove pride from his heart. This is why he does not rush to judge others. He remembers his own weakness. He does not enjoy exposing people. He remembers how many times Allah covered him. He does not speak harshly to broken hearts. He remembers how many times Allah healed him gently. His mercy comes from being humbled. His patience comes from being tested. His kindness comes from knowing what it feels like to suffer quietly. When Allah breaks the ego of a servant, He does not destroy the servant. He frees him. He frees him from arrogance. He frees him from needing to be right all the time. He frees him from looking down on others. He frees him from thinking he is better than the people around him. So the wali becomes gentle, not fake gentle, not weak gentle, but deeply gentle. The kind of gentle that carries wisdom, the kind of gentle that knows when to speak and when to stay silent, the kind of gentle that can correct someone without crushing them. This is why his heart feels different, because Allah has cleaned it through hidden pain, and when the ego becomes small, mercy becomes large. A person with a proud ego makes every room heavier, but a person with a humbled heart makes wounded souls feel safe. So never think every broken season was punishment. Sometimes Allah was removing the stone from your chest. Sometimes He was making your heart soft enough to carry His light. Sometimes He was breaking your ego so your soul could finally breathe. He carries pain quietly, but His patience shakes the heavens. There are people who suffer loudly, and there are people who suffer so quietly that even those close to them do not understand the weight they carry. A true wali is often from the second kind. He does not announce every wound. He does not explain every tear. He does not make his pain a way to collect sympathy from people. Instead, he carries his hardship with dignity and takes his complaint to Allah. This does not mean he feels nothing. His heart may ache deeply. His nights may be heavy. His chest may feel tight. He may be tested in family, health, loneliness, betrayal, poverty, or loss. But even inside the storm, something in him keeps returning to Allah. He says, Allah knows, and sometimes those two words are enough to keep him standing. His patience is not empty silence. It is worship. Every time he holds back from complaining unnecessarily, Allah sees it. Every time he chooses trust over despair, Allah sees it. Every time he wipes his tears and still prays, Allah sees it. Every time he is hurt but refuses to become unjust, Allah sees it. People may think he is ordinary because they do not see the battle, but the unseen world knows. The angels know the weight of those quiet moments. The heavens know the servant who was breaking but still bowed to Allah. This kind of patience has a secret power. It purifies the heart. It raises the rank. It burns away pride. It teaches the soul that Allah is enough, even when people are absent. A person who has never suffered may speak beautifully about trust, but the one who suffers quietly and still says, "My Lord is with me," carries a different kind of light. So if you are carrying pain that no one understands, do not think your patience is wasted. Your silence is not invisible to Allah. Your tears are not lost. Your struggle is not forgotten. The world may never know what you survived, but Allah knows every night you kept going. And sometimes, the servant who looks the most ordinary on earth is the one whose patience is shaking the heavens. Allah hides him from fame to protect his sincerity. Sometimes Allah protects a servant by keeping him unknown. This may sound strange to the heart that loves recognition, because many people think being known means being honored. They think if Allah loves someone, He must make people praise Him, follow Him, respect Him, and speak about Him. But the path of Allah is deeper than the eyes of people. Sometimes fame is not a gift. Sometimes fame is a test, and sometimes being hidden is the mercy. A true wali may live a simple life because Allah is guarding the purity of his heart. If too many people praised him, his ego might awaken. If too many people followed him, his intention might become heavy. If too many people called him righteous, his soul might begin to believe it. So Allah hides him, not because he has no rank, but because his rank is too precious to be exposed to every eye. Allah knows the weakness of the human heart. A person may begin a deed only for Allah, but when praise comes, the heart can change. At first, he only wanted Allah's pleasure. Then slowly, he begins to enjoy being noticed. Then he begins to expect respect. Then he becomes hurt when people do not mention him. Then the deed that began with sincerity becomes mixed with the hunger of the ego. This is why the true servant fears fame more than many people fear poverty. He knows poverty can humble a person, but fame can secretly intoxicate a person. It can make him feel higher than others. It can make him love his own image. It can make him forget that every gift came from Allah. So when Allah keeps him ordinary, Allah may be protecting him from a danger he cannot see. You may ask Allah, why does no one see me? But perhaps Allah is saving you. Perhaps He is keeping your worship clean. Perhaps He is keeping your heart soft. Perhaps He is hiding your good deeds so they remain only for Him. Perhaps if people praised you too early, you would lose the very sincerity that made you beautiful to Allah. This is why the Wali does not fight to become known. He does not push himself into every gathering. He does not beg people to recognize his value. He does not feel destroyed when others are praised before him, because he understands that being hidden by Allah can be better than being celebrated by creation. The one who is famous among people may be forgotten in the unseen, and the one who is forgotten among people may be remembered by the angels. Do not measure your worth by how many people know your name. Measure your heart by how sincerely you know your Lord. If Allah keeps you hidden, serve Him there. If Allah keeps you unnoticed, worship Him there. If Allah keeps your sacrifices unseen, trust Him there. Because what is hidden for Allah is never lost. It is stored, it is protected, it is kept safe until the day when every hidden deed will speak. And on that day, many people will be shocked. They will see ordinary faces carrying mountains of light. They will see unknown servants honored by Allah. They will see that the world stage was not the real stage. The real stage was the unseen. So do not fear being hidden. Fear losing sincerity. Do not cry because people do not praise you. Cry if your heart starts needing praise more than Allah's acceptance. A true Wali looks ordinary because Allah has covered him with mercy. He is hidden from fame, hidden from noise, hidden from the poison of constant attention, and in that hidden place, his heart remains alive, sincere, and close to Allah. The world calls him ordinary, but the heavens know his rank. The world judges quickly. It looks at clothing, money, position, voice, followers, beauty, strength, and reputation. If a person has none of these, the world may pass by him without respect. It may call him simple, it may call him ordinary, it may think he has no importance. But the heavens do not judge the way the world judges. The heavens know what people cannot see. They know the servant who lowered his gaze when no one was watching. They know the servant who returned a trust when he could have betrayed it. They know the servant who forgave someone while his heart was still hurting. They know the servant who cried in the night and asked Allah to clean his soul. They know the servant who had little but still gave. They know the servant who was mocked but did not answer with cruelty. They know the servant who looked ordinary on earth but was beloved in the unseen. This is the secret that should make you humble. You do not know the rank of the person sitting beside you. You do not know whose dua is accepted. You do not know whose tears are heavier than your worship. You do not know whose quiet patience has raised them above people who look more impressive. That old man in the corner of the masjid may be known in the heavens. That poor woman who quietly feeds her family with patience may be beloved to Allah. That cleaner, that worker, that neighbor, that forgotten person, that one who never speaks about himself, may have a secret with Allah that you know nothing about. So never look down on anyone. Never think the one who is not famous is not valuable. Never think the one who speaks less knows less. Never think the one who owns little is poor in the sight of Allah. The true poverty is not empty hands. The true poverty is an empty heart. And the true honor is not a full house, a public name, or a respected title. The true honor is a heart that Allah loves. This is why many true Awliya move through the world quietly. People do not stand when they enter. People do not record their words. People do not repeat their names. But Allah knows them. And when Allah knows a servant with love, what more does that servant need? The Wali does not need the world to call him great. He is not hungry for the approval of temporary people. He knows every human voice will become silent one day. Every crowd will disappear. Every title will be left behind. Every body will return to dust. Only what was done for Allah will remain. So he chooses what remains. He chooses sincerity over image. He chooses humility over display. He chooses patience over complaint. He chooses service over status. He chooses Allah over the applause of people. And because of this, the world may misunderstand him. It may think he has lost. It may think he is behind. It may think he is nothing special. But the heavens may be honoring him in ways no one can see. My dear soul, let this enter your heart. Do not waste your life trying to look important to people. Become truthful with Allah. Do not chase a face that impresses the world. Chase a heart that is accepted by Allah. Do not worry if your goodness is unseen. Allah sees. Do not worry if your name is not mentioned. Allah knows. Do not worry if people call you ordinary. If Allah loves you, the heavens know your rank. And when the heavens know your rank, the opinion of the world becomes very small. O Allah, do not let me judge your servants by their appearance. Clean my heart from pride, protect my tongue from looking down on others, and make me among those who see people with mercy. O Allah, hide my good deeds from showing off, protect my sincerity from praise, and make me beloved to you even if I remain unknown to the world. Let my heart be humble, my character be gentle, and my soul be close to you. Ameen.